Hello, fuckos, and welcome to this episode 37 of the Chris Hunter Comedy Podcast with me, Chris Hunter. How are you doing? Are you good? I hope you've had a nice week. I've not had a bad week so far. Actually, we had a gap, didn't we? I've just remembered. Sorry about that, folks. I was off last week. I think Charlie was ill, if I remember right. So I was looking after her, being the awesome gentleman that I am. And then I got ill myself, so that's helpful. But anyway, hello, folks. Today is quite a special podcast. I know 37 is not a magical number, but this is the 1 year anniversary of this podcast already. And I don't understand how a weekly podcast has 37 episodes in a year. But still, you know what? Maths isn't my strong point. Whatever. We'll figure that bit out later. But yeah, so a year already. Technically, it's a year tomorrow, but I mean, who's counting? And if you are, shut up. You know, but yeah, it's exciting. I'm really glad it's still around. I was hoping that this would be one of the things I would stick out for, because I've got a habit of not necessarily giving up on stuff, but, you know, just not sticking with things as much as I would like to. So yeah, it's nice to know that it's still going, you know, it's still going. I'd say strong. It's still going. You know, some people listen to it. Hello to you 4 listeners. But yeah, so I'm happy that we've made it to a year. Hopefully we'll get some more people on board. I can do another year and then another year and see how we get on. There's a chance I might be doing one of these from Tokyo when I go on holiday, but I don't know yet, so don't hold your hopes up, but there's a chance, so, you know, keep your ear to the ground. As usual, this week, I went to the fantastic cafe at the end of the universe for my burger. Again, not sponsored, but the burger was so damn good. It was called The Hunt for Red Oktoberfest. Do you get it? Like the film. It was really, really good. It was German themed because it's October, so you see they went for Oktoberfest. It's very clever. I like it. And the burger was ridiculously good. It had, let's see, what did it have? I always struggle to remember the ingredients on these things. It was a double cheeseburger, and it had on it a chicken schnitzel. Chicken schnitzel. I like the schnitzel. It had, I think, was there bacon on it? There might have been bacon on it. There was sauerkraut. There was curry ketchup, which is, super tasty. There was some other good stuff on it. And on the top, the very top of it, it was spiked on, was a absolutely freaking delicious currywurst sausage. Currywurst! I don't know how you say it properly, but you know what? It's the closest I'm going to get to it. And I really, really enjoyed it. So once again, everybody at Cafe at the End of the Universe, you guys are knocking it out of the park once more. And we went to Dark Side of the Spoon as well. We had our Saturday waffles in the morning, because recently we've been getting up a bit earlier and going for waffles, which I know isn't healthy. But you know, we're not going to do it all the time. But the times we have done it, they have been exceptional. And I love it. It's just that whole group of people who run both of those places are just the best people in the universe. I love them so much. They're great. They're awesome. Keep doing what you're doing, guys. It's the best ever. Right, this past week, I've had a week or two really. I've had a weird, sudden. What's the feeling? What's the word? Not inclination. I've had a sudden urge to listen to 90s hip hop. So that's what I've been doing. Although it's weird because my taste in music's quite eclectic. I never say I like or dislike entire genres. Sometimes not even whole artists. Sometimes it's just songs I don't like or songs I do like. But I thought, you know, I've never really listened to Tupac as an example. So I thought I'd go look him up, you know, see what the deal is. Obviously I've heard changes. Everyone's heard changes. But I've not heard much more. And so I listened to it. And today I finished his discography. And I've got to say, I'm quite impressed. I like his stuff. I've heard a lot of that sort of... What did I do? I listened to a lot of like the West Coast compilations and stuff, and they were great. It was really fun. And yeah, I enjoyed listening to it, and I was surprised by the quality of some of the stuff, if I'm honest with you. But it was kind of handy that I was in the mood for that kind of stuff, because we went to a secret Cineworld screening yesterday. Because every now and again on the what's it called, the unlimited card for Cineworld, every now and again you get a secret screening is what they call it. And it's only for people who've got unlimited cards. So you turn up, you don't know what the film's going to be, but you know it's not out yet. It's usually a film that's going to be out in the next 2 or 3 weeks. And the film came on, and it was called The Hate You Give, with the letter U instead of the word U. And I thought, ooh, that's probably like a 90s rap thing, because it feels like the kind of lingo they'd use. And yes, it was. It's actually a Tupac lyric, apparently. The hate you give, let's see, Thug Life. The hate you give, little infants fucks everyone. There you go. That's what it was. But it was actually a really good film. It was kind of like it ended up being like a civil rights kind of film. But it was good. It was quite gripping, I found. I enjoyed it. And I was glad that kind of film was on, you know, because I was in that kind of mindset already to listen to the music from, you know, with them kind of similar themes and stuff. So that was pretty cool. I enjoyed the film. Speaking of things that I've enjoyed, I have been watching The Circle, as I spoke of a few weeks ago. I've been thoroughly enjoying it. Don't worry, no spoilers are going to happen here. But I've now finished The Circle. It is finished. And I'm happy with the results. I won't say much more about that, because obviously some of you people are still watching it or have yet to watch it. And you know what? If you've not watched it yet, I'd say get yourself on Channel 4's on-demand thing. I'm assuming all the episodes are still on, because it wasn't on for very long. It's like 3 weeks, I think. 2-3 weeks. So it's probably still backed up on there, because I'm sure it holds a month. But anyway, any futures, go and watch it. It's good. I enjoyed it. It's not normally my bag. Not normally my cup of tea, that kind of show. But the people in it, you know, they kind of grew as characters. They developed a bit. And some people who I initially thought were complete knobheads turned out to be nice people, and I didn't mind them so much. So yeah, give it a go. Open your mind a bit. It's good. Speaking of going, is a nice segue for you. It's almost holiday time. Oh, I'm so excited. Going back to Tokyo. And I'm crazy excited about it. It still doesn't feel totally real that I'm going back, even though it's very soon. And for me, last time it didn't feel real until like we were landing, basically. I know that sounds daft, but like even when we got like diverted, because our first flight was late last time, and it made us miss the connection, so we got stranded in somewhere. Brussels, that was the one. So we were stuck in Brussels airport, not train station, Brussels airport for a while, and even then it didn't feel like we were going on holiday. It was like I was in a bus station, you know what I mean? It was just something a bit different. But as soon as we landed in Japan, in Tokyo, it all clicked. I saw the Japanese on the walls. It said, "Welcome to Japan." And I was like, yes, it's happening. It's real. This exists. This is a place. And I can't wait to feel that feeling again. But this time we get to enjoy Halloween. Last time was Christmas and New Year, which was an interesting time to celebrate over there. This time is going to be Halloween. And I'm very, very intrigued, because I watched footage. I think I told you guys last time. I watched some footage of the Shibuya Scramble at Halloween. And it's like a rave. There's billions of people there. Not literally billions, but there might actually literally be millions there. It's a lot of people. And it's going to be so exciting. And what we've done is we bought, we're going to go in costume. Charlie's making a really cool outfit. Like, she's making a character from Overwatch. They had like the Summer Games event that they did last year. They had different outfits, different skins for the characters. And one of the characters, who normally has like Antarctic, like fluffy Eskimo type stuff on, instead she had like her jimmies on, because she was in like PJs and a hot cocoa. That was her thing for that theme for some reason. And Charlie likes to look at that, so we decided she's making the costume for that, which is awesome. And so far she's made the slippers, and the slippers look so damn cool. Have a look on I think she put it on the RPG Tube Instagram if you want to see them. But they're really, really good. And yeah, so she's doing that, and I'm going to go as some sort of Pikachu. I'm not certain what yet, but I have like a Pikachu onesie thing that I'm going to be wearing. So I figured get that and maybe a cape, get some weird spooky face paint on. I don't really know, but I figured I'd go as Creepachu. So we'll figure something out to make him creepy. I don't really know what yet. But we bought two of those big tubs of sweets that you get from Tesco and stuff. Each one's got 110 sweets in it apparently, and we wanted to get really like English sweets, like Swizzlers and stuff like that. So we got 2 pots of them, so that's 220 sweets that we're going to be handing out like old gaijin pensioners through Tokyo. Like, here, have an English sweetie, you will enjoy it muchness. So hopefully that they'll like them. It'll be something a bit different for them, and they can go home and they can say, hey, guess what I saw today? I saw 2 big old whiteys giving out sweets, and I took them because I'm a bad adult. That's what they're going to be saying. They're going to enjoy them as well, or they're going to lose fillings on the refreshers, because they're designed. I'm pretty sure refreshers are designed to pull your fillings out. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, and we're going to do video of it as well, if I remember to film stuff. Because last time we took the camera and didn't use the sudden thing once. We didn't even turn it on, because we were just enjoying the time so much. But yeah, this time it's going to be so cool, and I hope you all will follow on the videos if I do some. Anyway, speaking of following stuff, I'll be back in a minute after this little chat from our sponsors. Do you like to travel but hate having silky smooth skin? What you need is Andre's face shampoo. This new invention is just a cream pot that has been filled with shampoo, but if you put it on your face and leave it for a few hours, it will start to burn a lot and make your skin simply fall off your face. Buy it now and we'll throw in a second pot absolutely free. Idiots everywhere, they buy this. Oh shit, is it still on? Alright folks, it's time to talk about, as usual, Barzookoid. So, do you like video games, board games or card games? Do you like geek culture and you want to hang out with people who've got the same kind of passions as you? Well, if you live near St Helens or the surrounding areas, you are in luck because Barzookoid is a brand new geek and gaming lounge located in St Helens town centre on Clawton Street. They've got everything that your geeky little heart could ever desire. There's games, food, drinks, events, you name it, they've probably got it. So, head on down to Barzookoid and have yourself some fun out of the sun. And I'm back. So folks, I went to the theatre the other day. Oh, I'm so fancy going to the theatre, how dare I? And it was really, really good. I went to watch a play called By the Waters of Liverpool, and it actually had one of my friends as the lead, and she did a spectacular job. It was genuinely really, really, really good show. I was saying to Charlie when it came out, even if Maria wasn't in it, I would still have said that was a fantastic show. So I'm not biased about it. It was generally brilliant, really well made. The scenery was lovely. The cast is like 6 main people, I think, about that. And they managed to make it work. Like, it works really well. They have people playing multiple characters each, apart from, I think it's only Maria who doesn't play multiple people because she's the focal character. She's in like every scene, whereas other people play multiple characters. But what's funny as well, like it was just so well done, and it's so touching as well. Really, really good, because it's actually it's the second one. The first one is called Tuppence Across the Mersey, which we also saw. And it's from a range of books. Is it 6 books? I think it's about 6 books. But it's Helen Forrester's. Are they the autobiographical or memoirs? I guess they'd be the same thing, but either way, they're really, really good. I'm tempted to read them now as I've seen these 2 plays, because the story is fantastic. But it's great because the cast did a really solid job playing characters as well. And funnily enough, this just before the podcast, I was making a cup of tea and I looked at Charlie watching Emmerdale, and lo and behold, there's a guy who was in the play. I was like, oh, there's the man he was the dance instructor, and he was the priest, and he was the awesome shopkeep who I really liked. And it was just so cool to see, people in different mediums, not just the stage, not just the TV, but hey, why not both? It was really, really nice to see. So yeah, there's that. And also, speaking of watching stuff, since we are going to Japan soon, I need to get myself watching some more anime. I don't watch enough of it. I do like the bits I've seen. I make it sound like I've never seen any. I've seen loads, but I just don't watch it all the time, if that makes sense. And it's not because I don't like it. It's because I don't get time, really, to watch anything. And when I do, I don't want to be reading subs or, listening carefully. But, I like to go. When we went to Japan last time, I wanted to get loads of stuff from the grabbing machines, but I felt kind of guilty because I didn't watch the shows that the things were from, and so it felt weird, like wanting the item, if that makes sense, just because it was a cool figure or whatever. So I need to make sure I at least watch the whole of One Punch Man. I've still not seen it, and it's only like 10 episodes, so I need to watch that at least. Come on now. I've watched 1 episode, and that was really good, so I need to watch the others. That'd be great. And the new Sword Art Online is out now as well, and that is definitely my favourite anime so far, was the first season of Sword Art Online. If you've not watched it yet, go and watch that shit, because it's brilliant. Really, really cool. The concept, I think I've spoke to you guys before about it, actually. I don't remember. It's been a year, folks. Celebration time. Yay. But anyway, yeah, so it's the one where a bunch of players get trapped in a VR MMO video game. They're not allowed to leave it. They can't leave it. And if they die in the game, they die in real life. It's really, really cool. Really well written, I think. And visually stunning. It's a great anime. They have a great use of using bits of 3D elements and stuff in it. It's not really like jarring. Like sometimes it's really just not right to use 3D in that situation. But I don't think they have any situations like that. It just looks right, like all the time. So yeah, that's. Oh, sorry, I knocked my microphone. Yeah, that's one that I would recommend to you guys. Just before the podcast, I had my tea. I always talk about food because I'm a fat bugger. It's what I do. But we had something. The Fancy Dan Tesco meal deal. It's like the extra special meal deal thing they do. So you get like a main, side, a dessert and a drink. We get that sometimes, but not often. But they've changed it. So we got a new one today. And we had a butternut squash Wellington. Oh, it were nommy. Oh, that were right nice that way. It was very, very tasty. And butternut squash Wellington instead of beef, so it's probably a bit better for me. It had like butternut squash and mushrooms. I think there's some beetroot and shit in there. It just looked really nice. It's tasty as food, and we had it with pesto mash, which I've never had before. But I feel awfully upper class, enjoying myself some pesto mash potato. But it was great. I really enjoyed that. And speaking of enjoying stuff, I tell you what, the segues are on fire tonight, aren't they? Speaking of enjoying stuff, I got the new Assassin's Creed recently, and I'm really, really enjoying it so far. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. See, I'd heard reviews that it was like The Witcher 3, which is one of my favourite games of all time. So, oh, sorry, I got the hiccups again. So as soon as I heard that about it, I was like, you know what? I need this game. I wasn't planning on getting it soon. I was going to wait a bit, but then I thought, no, I need it. I need it in my life right now. And I'm glad I got it because I love it. I've only played it for like 2 sessions, like sort of sit down and play over the weekend. But even that was like 12 hours. So it tells you how good the game is, that you can do that in 2 sessions. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's really cool. It's got like, you're kind of like a mercenary. So it's not even linked to Assassins at the moment. But yeah, you're like a mercenary, and there's 2 factions fighting. There's the Athenians and there's the Spartans, and the map's controlled by each one. And you can see a little bar telling you who's in control of the area and stuff, and how much control they've got. And you can go and take out like important people for each army, and you can sway how the war goes. So that should be really interesting. 'Cause, as I say, I'm not that deep into it. About 12 hours is not far at all in this kind of game, because I think it is more of an RPG these days. So, it's going to be deep, story-driven, exciting. There may be boobies. I'm not sure. I've not looked yet. But, The Witcher's got boobies, so, you can't be saying on the review, it's like The Witcher 3, if there ain't no boobies. So, I'll keep you posted. We also got Mario Party, the new one. Normally, I hate this game, because I've played it in the past, and when I have played it, I'm terrible at the mini-games that it's got. And it has like a practice mode, but you never want to go into it because everybody else playing the game knows what they're doing like the back of their hand. And you're just the idiot who doesn't know anything. So you go through it and you lose. But normally I end up like sort of winning on the board. Then you get to the end and it throws out like bonus stars because you need the most stars to win. It throws out these bonuses, right? And it's never to me. And I go from winning to losing every time. And it really pisses me off. But this new one doesn't seem as bad. They have like the practice mode in the window when you're starting the game. So you don't need to go anywhere. You don't need to feel stupid. It works a lot better than it used to, I think. So I'm enjoying Mario Party right now, which is good because we're probably going to play it on the plane at some point because it's going to be a long ass trip and we need entertainment. But yeah, so I'd say give Mario Party a bash. If you've liked the last ones, you'll definitely like this one. And if you didn't like the last one so much, I'd say give the new one a go because you'll probably like it as well. And same with Assassin's Creed. Even though it's only a year since the last one, it's still really, really good game. I don't think it's visually as nice as Origins, or maybe it's just that Origins is so nice it kind of took that new shine off, if you know what I mean. But I don't know. Look at me. I'm just a dude on a podcast who you can't even see. So anyway, this moves us on to this week's Japanese word of the week. Now, with it being Halloween soon, it's October. I figured to keep it spooky themed. Ooh. So today's Japanese word of the week is the word for pumpkin, which is, hang on a minute, I've written it down in Japanese. It's kabacha. 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 That's pumpkin, bitches. It's not pumpkin bitches, it's just pumpkin, you know what I mean. I'm calling you people bitches, deal with it. And this week I recommend an anime that Charlie bumped into, and it's freaking adorable. I don't care how manly you are, strap in for cuteness. This is called How to Keep a Mummy. And it's so goofy. It's about this little tiny mummy who gets sent, like an Egyptian mummy, gets sent from some guy's dad who's like an archaeologist or some shit. I don't know. But anyway, this mummy is trying to adapt to life. And it sounds weird, but just give it a watch. It's only short and it's adorable. Go watch it. It's cute AF. I have a question this week, which is, what burger of the week would I make if I could make my own? I don't know, I've not actually thought about this. I probably should have thought about this before I started recording, shouldn't I? But I would say something Asian inspired because I'm a massive weeb. So let me see. How about a yakisoba pan? So that's Japanese fried noodles. You'd maybe fry them into a burger patty. Put that into a bun. That'd be really nice. The bun could be steamed. Ooh, steamed bun. Ooh, nom nom nom. That would be very nice. Yeah, a yakisoba. Ooh, chicken yakisoba. That'd be even better. Put some chicken on top of it. Ooh, I'm liking where this is going. What would you put on the sauce? I think you'd put some bulldog. Some bulldog sauce. If you've not tried bulldog sauce, go to your nearest Asian market that'll sell it. Buy it. Put it on everything. It's amazing. It's like a mix of barbecue sauce and Worcestershire sauce. It's really, really good. It's kind of sweet, but really nice. Either that or teriyaki. Yeah, that's what I put on it. Or I do like the Japanese rice burger. Where the bun is made of rice. But that's a bit messy, but I don't know. Either way, Either way, just an idea, innit? It's just ideas. So anyway, folks, that's me for today. If you've liked what you've heard, do me a favour. Do us a favour. Drop me a like or follow or subscribe or whatever the kids are calling it on any of the social medias or on iTunes. And you know what? Just tell your friends to have a listen. I need to know people who listen to this to keep going with it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm on social media. I'm on all of them, I think, as Chris Hunter Comedy, except for Twitter, where I'm at Chris Hunter Com. Short for comedy, because comedy doesn't bloody well fit on the handle. Anyway, thanks a lot for listening, folks. I will see you all next week. Bye bye now.